Hello and welcome to episode 120 of Dorki's Entropia Universe Report. If you are wondering where the other 119 episodes are, I have a playlist where you can find them. It has been a while since the last time I posted one of these weekly episodes though, which is why I decided to make a new playlist for the renewed series. And to make it all even more convenient, I shall split them into yearly playlists from now on. Anyway, I decided to revive the series as I often have some random thoughts I want to talk about that do not really fit anywhere else. On top of that, I often feel like sharing my in-game progress and thoughts on the Deeds&Shares payouts, which I think is best done in this weekly format. But before we move on to the next topic, let me say this. Please Luteus, pull your giant pecker out of my trash dispenser, or I will go eat some chilies and make it burn like hell. I am sure that last line made it clear that my loot has been rather poopy as of late. I blame the migration, but who knows, maybe it is just that loot is dry every summer, rather than it just being a problem of Eomons drinking the pool dry so that the rest of us have to go thirsty until those tight-assed dung nuggets bugger off into the sunset. In any case, it would be nice if at least they did not shower us with ass cakes the size of a melon while they are at it. On the more positive note though, I actually had a single profitable hunt of the week today. You can see the gameplay from that hunt in this video. I picked up a daily mission for Legionnaire robots on Calypso and decided to actually do it this time. I usually abandon the regular hunting dailies in favor of trying to camp the daily terminal for those juicy bonus missions on tiny mobs. Nevertheless, I have not hunted Legionnaires and Drokas in years now. My last time on them was sometime before Mindark introduced the Codex and axed the old Iron missions. And I am glad I grabbed my trusty LC55 and 500 ped of ammo and did my part for the CDF today. Melting robots can be fun and on occasion even profitable. I still need that 6k ped drop to make me whole since the migrations start though, as 30-ish ped of a profit on a single hunt does not really make up for weeks of 80 to 90% TT return hunts. Thanks to bad loot, I even did some woodcutting skilling sessions and went to Entropia to sweat haters for a few days last week. By the way, if you are watching this video in the future rather than first few days after I published it, this episode of Dorki's Entropia Universe Report covers the second week of July 2024, plus Monday and Tuesday of the new week. I originally planned on publishing today's episode on Monday, but I was still working on my Humble Bundle Choice Games overview video for the month on Monday and did not have the time to finish that video and work on this one too. Anyway, back to those haters and forum trolls that I sweated. I really like those mobs for sweating, however, those mixed spawns of trolls, haters and random rocktropians suck donkey fart pipe. As soon as there are other people sweating around any of those spawns, you cannot reliably find a hater or even that 200 HP forum troll, and quite often when you do, somebody already sucked the bugger's seed bank dry. I do hope that when Mindark eventually starts developing Entropia, they will add some quality spawns of haters or at least the 200 HP version of forum trolls. Also, spawns of puny social workers would be lovely. That single car park where they all converge to do their business is not enough, in my opinion. And with all that out of the way, let's go over the Deeds&Shares payouts for the week. If I forgot to talk about something, I will add it to the next week's episode, or perhaps I will talk about it in the conclusion of today's episode. So first let me say that I do not own any AUDs. However, I do have at least one piece out of all the available shares and one single AMD. Actually, I guess I have more AMDs than that, as both my old and new computer each has a CPU and a GPU from AMD. Anyway, in context of this video, AMD refers to Arcadia Moondeed. I swear I did not make that joke frivolously though, as the computer hardware from AMD was actually worth its price in my opinion. Meanwhile, the Arcadia Moondeeds continue to disappoint on all fronts. Their price is now down to about 17 PED from the original 40, if I remember correctly the price at which Arcadia sold those deeds originally. And to be honest, when I look at the payouts, I wonder why they do not sell for even less than that. They only paid one peg in the last 13 days after all, although most shares seem to perform rather poorly as well. Ancient Greece shares did pay out one peg this Monday and are priced at roughly 8 PED 50. However, they too do skip payments for a week or two quite often. Calypso Land Deed Trust shares sell for roughly 38 PED at the moment, but unlike other shares, these at least seem to have decent weekly payouts. Of course, the migration does play its part right now, but still these seem like a fairly good option, even if the price seems a bit high on them. This week the CLD Trust shares paid out 4 PEG per share. Crystal Palace Space Station shares lost quite a bit of value since the last time I paid attention to these things. Back then they went for good 16 to 18 PED a pop. Now they are worth only about 10 PED. And when I see the payout history, I cannot say that I am surprised, as they too often skip a week and do not pay anything. This Monday, CP shares did pay out their 1 peg though. New Treasure Island shares currently go for 7 PED and 80 peg, and they skipped the payment this week. I must say that I am glad I sold vast majority of these shares immediately when they became tradable. At least I gotten a small profit off of them before their price tanked under what Mindark asked for them originally. Now we come to the new kid on the block, the Entropia shares. Earlier today, when I recorded the footage for this episode, they were available for about 58 PED. I certainly would not recommend buying them at such a price, as I think these shares will drop in price quite a bit before they stabilize. They are new and there aren't many of them available on the market at the moment, but I suspect they will not perform well and will drop down to maybe 10 to 20 PED over the next couple of months. In any case though, I bought one of these for 65 PED over the weekend, as that was the lowest price then and I wanted one so that I could report on it. Otherwise I never would have bought one at these overblown prices. Anyway, the Entropia share did pay out 1 peg this week, and to be honest, that is roughly what I would expect out of these most weeks for the foreseeable future. Triton Industries shares currently go for 12 PED 70-ish, and I do not remember how much they sold for originally. They paid out their 1 peg this week and seem to do so most weeks, with occasionally skipping a week or sometimes even paying 2 peg. To conclude, I am looking forward to the migration's end in hopes of loot coming back to normal. I also hope that Lucius does pull out and swirl me a huge one in the face, as I am owed quite a bit of loot for the last few weeks of other garbage returns. The Arcadian migration event is supposed to start on 19th and go on for about a month. Maybe I will go and hunt me a few enraged Teladons out of curiosity. Perhaps the loot there will be better than on Longtooth on Calypso. I do not expect much though, not now that the game finally graced me with a 30-ish ped profit on a single hunt after drilling my Sacred Well raw for the last few weeks. I guess I should finally do what I said I would do months ago, stop hunting and go full on into mining once again. Anyway, as for the mining and hunting log series, I think I will just kind of roll those into these weekly videos as I do not plan on grinding much in the near future, so I will just report here how it went over the week, if I remember to do it at all. Anyway, thank you for watching episode 120 of Dorki's Entropia Universe Report. Please do consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel, provided you have not done so already. Thank you once again, and I hope you will have a wonderful day.